let's talk about something really powerful. What if I told you the conversation you have inside your own head every single day is literally creating your reality, your health, your money, everything? Today, we're going to get into exactly how that works. Sounds a little out there, right? Like something from a movie, but let's not just talk about it. Let's do a quick experiment right now to see for ourselves. All right, go ahead and try this with me. Close your eyes. First, just notice your heart. Feel its beat. Now I want you to vividly imagine you are outside running. Feel your feet hitting the ground. Feel the muscles in your legs pumping, the pressure in your joints. See the world whizzing by. Really get into it for a moment. Okay, now open your eyes. What do you notice? Is your heart beating a little bit faster? Is your breathing a little deeper? That's not your imagination. That's your mind telling your body what to do. What you just felt is one of the most fundamental rules of being human. Energy follows thought. Simple as that. Wherever your mind goes, your body's energy flows right behind it. This isn't just a cool trick. It's the bedrock of our entire physical experience. So here's the bottom line, and this is so important. Our thoughts are the root cause of our body's health or its illness. The source material makes it crystal clear that most diseases don't just appear out of nowhere. They actually start in a mind that's full of stress, negativity, or chaos. Your physical body is basically a direct printout of what's happening in your mind. Now, this whole mind-body link isn't just happening on its own. It's actually part of a much bigger, universal principle that's always at play. In ancient wisdom, there's this concept of tathastu. It means, so be it. The idea is that the universe, or whatever divine force you believe in, is constantly listening to your deepest, most dominant thoughts. And to everything you put out there, it just replies, tathastu. So if you're always thinking, life is such a struggle, the universe says, so be it. But if you think, I'm strong and capable, the universe says, so be it. It's a cosmic echo, and it doesn't play favorites. You know, this isn't just a nice, fluffy, motivational quote. It's a literal instruction manual for how reality is built. The world you see on the outside is a mirror, reflecting the world you've built on the inside. You're the one holding the blueprints. Here's another way to think about it. Imagine your mind is being pulled by two powerful horses. One horse is negative, pulling you toward doubt and fear. The other is positive, pulling you toward joy and success. So which one wins? It's simple. The one you feed, the one you give your attention and focus to is the one that's going to pull your life in that direction. And that choice, it's always up to you. So how does this huge cosmic law of so be it actually show up in your day-to-day life? Well, it happens through a tool you're using every single second, your self-talk, the things you say to yourself. It's kind of funny, right? People will spend years learning how to be great communicators, how to talk to other people. But so many of us are absolutely miserable because the way we talk to ourselves is just awful. We're our own biggest critic. And that negative chatter becomes the blueprint the universe uses to build your life, creating the exact problems and frustrations you keep telling yourself you have. Okay, so this is where the rubber meets the road. Knowing all this is great, but how do we actually use it? How do we take control and master this inner world of ours? It all starts with making a conscious choice. The moment you catch that old, familiar thought, I am sick, you don't fight it. You don't argue with it. You just replace it. You introduce a new, more powerful command for the universe. Now I am healthy. This works for emotions too. That feeling of, I am so stressed out, does not have to be your reality. You can literally overwrite that program by choosing a new one. I am calm. It's a brand new instruction for your body, your mind, and your life. And you can apply this pattern to absolutely any part of your life. Instead of being stuck on the problem, like, I always have money problems, you state the solution as if it's already here. Now I am prosperous. You are consciously telling the universe, hey, pay attention to this. Say so be it to prosperity, not to problems. Now, if you're still a little skeptical about how this can have a real physical effect, let's look at some biology. The adult human body is, on average, 70% water. Just let that number sink in for a second. 70%. There's this amazing research by Dr. Masaru Emoto that showed this in a visual way. He exposed water to different words and emotions, and what he found was incredible. Words like love and thank you cause the water to form these beautiful, complex, perfectly symmetrical crystals. But negative words, like "you fool," made the water form distorted, chaotic, ugly shapes. So, here's the big question. If your words and thoughts can physically do that to water in a glass, what are your constant thoughts, your internal self-talk, doing to the 70% of you that is water? Are you creating a beautiful, healthy structure inside yourself, or are you creating chaos and distortion? And this power goes beyond just changing our own lives. It's about how we literally create the future. This principle is never more powerful than when we are creating a brand new human life. The source material really stresses this. A mother's thoughts during pregnancy are the very first program that child ever runs. Her feelings, her stress, her joy, that becomes the baby's entire world. And it continues after birth. Every time you label a child, "you're so naughty" or "you're stubborn," it's not just an observation, it's an instruction. The universe says, "tatastu," and that label starts to become their identity. But if you speak to their potential, "you are so smart, you are so kind," you're building the foundation for a life of strength and positivity. So in the end, it all comes back to this one simple choice. You're holding the pen. Every thought you have is another sentence in the story of your life. The universe is right there, listening, ready to stamp "so be it" on whatever you decide to focus on. So, what story are you going to write today?